everyone, it's Anime here. Today we are doing What If Deku was on Team 7, Episode 3. But before we get into that, subscribe to my YouTube channel before Uraka puts a cap in your head. And now, hit the intro. So where we left off, Deku just saw Sasuke being killed, which made him unlock the Sharingan and make it go through all three stages at once to unlock the Megakyo Sharingan. Now, this is actually possible because in the anime we see Kakashi and Obito go from a 2 to Tomoe to straight Megakyo. Now, this is a little stretch of that scene, but hey. Okay, so Izuku awakens his Susanoo after swearing to Sasuke that he will avenge him and his clan too, if he even need be. But first, he has to deal with the threat at hand, Haku, which is actually pretty simple, as Deku also manifests an arm with the Susanoo ribcage, which just smashes through all the ice mirrors, and then he catches Haku and holds him in his right hand. Now, Izuku's not the type of person to kill, so he hesitates, like Naruto does, to kill Haku, until Zabuza's about to be killed and Haku says, "Sorry, I have to go." And Haku jumps in the way of Kakashi, about to stick his Chidori through Zabuza, and then Haku dies right then and there. So after this, Zabuza and Kakashi have their little fight still, up until the business people come and just decide to try and take out Zabuza by themselves and then take out the bridge builder. So with this, Naruto gives his talk no jutsu, with Izuku actually tagging along in it. And they say, "So, this girl, this boy, risked his life for you, and you don't even care, do you? You don't even care. What's wrong with you?" And they keep on shouting that out until Zabuza says, "Your guys' words have a lot of impact in it." And he says, "When you throw me your kunai." And then Naruto has that scene where he throws his kunai with his head down. And then Zabuza goes on a rampage up until they get into the boss. And then Zabuza stabs the boss many times, knocking him down until all the other guys stab Zabuza, effectively almost killing him, only making his way through, and then collapsing, asking Kakashi to take him to Haku to see him one last time. And then, after this scene, they drive away the rest of the business people and the mercenaries with Sheta Clone Jutsu. And then the name of the bridge will now be known as Izuku Naruto Bridge. And then after this, Sasuke actually wakes up and he says, "I felt a Sharingan near. Where's Itachi? Is Itachi near?" And then they explain the whole situation with actually Deku or Izuku unlocking Megakyo or just Sharingan in general. And Sasuke says, "What? How?" And then Kakashi says, You know how he unlocked Byakugan early in this mission? Well, since he seems not to be in this timeline, I can only guess that he might be able to unlock every dojutsu, or most dojutsus, and even some Kenki Genkai. Was Kenki Genkai. And Sasuke says, interesting, but why did you unlock the Sharingan? And then Izuku explains, well, I saw you collapse on the ground, and we haven't been friends for a long time, but just seeing that, I don't know how the Sharingan works, but I guess activated it. And then Kakashi explains, but not only that, he got all the way to 3 Tomoe, if not to a high level. The Megekyo Sharingan. And then, as these things swirl around Sasuke's head, he says, Megekyo, that's the same thing Itachi has. But you got it in a different way. You didn't kill no one. You just felt the most emotional pain ever, death. And you unlocked Megekyo, huh? Well, it can't be had. But from now on, you're the only one besides me and Itachi who has a Sharingan that's alive still. Besides Kakashi too, but yeah, we don't count him because he's not a Uchiha, and you're not either. But you have probably the same amount of strength in the Sharingan as us, so yeah. Okay. So with that arc ends. So Kakashi and the rest of Team 7 report back the mission to Hazuna, and they also report that Izuku unlocked 2 Kiki Genkai, the Byakugan and the Sharingan. And Hyuga says, how did he do that? He's not even from this world, let alone from either of those clans. So then Kakashi explains his theory, saying since he is not from this world, he might be able to unlock almost any Kicking Genkai imaginable for that you can learn from clans and stuff. And then Hyuga says, interesting theory. So I will report this to the Hyuga clan just to let him know. And we will also have him train with the Hyuga clan to unlock better ability with the Byakugan, if that's fine with you. And then Kakashi says, alright, that's fine with me, but I would like to request all of Team 7 for the Chunin exams here. Because they actually did a 8-week mission because we had to fight a Jonin. And then the Hokage was like, what? Why a Jonin? This was only supposed to be a 6-week mission. And then Kakashi explains the situation with the Land of Waves and how they're very poor and that they could afford it. So they will just be paying a B-Wing mission, which he's fine with. So then we move on, not to the Chunin exams, but Izuku's training with the Hyuga clan to master his abilities with the Byakugan. And with this, he meets Lady Hinata, Neji, and also the Grand Master of the Hyuga clan. So, he actually trains with Hinata a lot during this, which both makes Hinata stronger since we're saying that Izuku's Byakugan is on the level with Neji's. So, this will make Hinata's training a lot faster. And, well, they're considering that Izuku as their own clan member because only he's supposed to have the Byakugan for that, but they are not marking him with the mark of obedience on his forehead. So, yeah. So after this, we begin the Chunin exams. First with the written portion, which Izuku absolutely nails. Like, he absolutely gets it he is now on a list for the third highest score in the whole thing out of everyone ever taking the Chunin exams. So, yeah, he absolutely bombs that part. Nails that part. There you go. And then he finds out that he didn't even have to do anything, so everything still goes to canon. And then after that, we move on to the Forest of Death, which is where things start getting interesting. Because, you see, we begin the Forest of Death. And, well, they run into Orochimaru, obviously, Whole Teeth 7. So then, right away, Izuku says, "Alright, so you're gonna try to kill us then? Fine then." And he awakens his Mangekyo Sharingan again. And then Orochimaru sees this and he says, "Wait, there's only supposed to be one Uchiha member left. And you have the Mangekyo Sharingan? And you didn't implant it since you just awakened it. So, that means..." So then he goes after Izuku and tries to put the curse seal on him, but effectively the Susanoo blocking it, and then grabbing him with his arm, his Susanoo arm, grabbing Orochimaru and slamming him to the ground. And then Orochimaru gets back up and like, "So, this is the full power of Susanoo. Huh, looks like I won't be able to get you for now, but I guess Sasuke will do." And then Naruto, hearing that Sasuke might be in danger again, lets a little bit of the Nine-Tails seep through and starts beating up Orochimaru, as Izuku also starts beating up Orochimaru with him. And then he said, "Dang, you kids are troublesome. The Nine-Tails and two Sharingan users on the same team? This is very bad. But sad, good thing I know how to, well, at least seal away the Nine-Tails chakra for a bit." And then Orochimaru slams his fingers into Naruto's stomach, effectively sealing away the Nine-Tails chakra, and then just kicking him to the side, knocking him out. And then with the Susanoo, he can't really do nothing with it, so he disperses into a bunch of snakes, getting close to Sasuke, and then reforms and then bites Sasuke on the neck, giving him the cursed seal of heavens. So, with this, they, Izuku tries to attack Orochimaru, and Sasuke faints. And then Naruto wakes up, and then Orochimaru says, "Hey, just for the, helping me get a new body, here, have my scroll. You guys need it anyways." And he drops it on the ground and then goes off. And then Izuku, knowing that they're gonna need medical care right away, picks up Naruto and Sasuke and says to Sakura follow him to the middle, and then they pass the first part of this exam. Second part of this exam. So now, with this, they get told about the tournament, and then, so they begin training. And also, Kakashi does the thing where he tightens the cursed seal of heavens to make it have a less effective strain on his body. So, with this, they begin their 1 month of training before the preliminals, and they all train with Kakashi, actually. So, they train, and Kakashi tells Izuku that he can't rely on that Mangekyo Sharingan, because if he does, he may go blind, because that's what the Mangekyo Sharingan does. And the only way to get the internal Megakyo Sharingan is to use another Megakyo Sharingan, which is very rare because there's only 3 Uchihas left, and only one of them has a Megakyo Sharingan. And plant it in their eyes to awaken the eternal Megakyo Sharingan. So basically, Kashi says really don't rely on that kid because otherwise you will go blind and pretty fast. So then Izuku takes note of this. And with that, they train, and then we go on to the tournament arc, which this time Izuku actually doesn't have no one to face. So what they do here is they just let him go on to the next part of the tournament. And yeah. Alright guys, so that's where I'm going to be leaving off for today. So yeah, is the anime logging off?